Okay, let's go over on your own one. This is what you were working on about the basketball players. This is a type of problem you might encounter where they did all of the work for you, all the math for you. You're just making a comparison. So they have the means figured out. They have the IQRs figured out. These first two sentences you see here, aren't things that you would necessarily write on your paper. These are more observations that you would have. You probably noticed that player one had points that were less than the mean of player two's points, 24 compared to 33. And you also probably know that the IQR of player one is less than the IQR of player two, 8 compared to 16. Down here, this would be your two sentences. I don't know if you remember in the previous video, I said we're always looking for two sentences to compare our data. One is going to be about your measure of center, which is your mean, and the other one is about your measure of variability, which is your IQR. They actually took the two sentences and they made it one compound sentence by using your comma and your conjunction that you learned about. So these two sentences are pretty much the two questions that I asked you before you started watching this video. This is what you would have written down on your paper had this been just like totally blank lines. So player two typically scores more points than player one. There's our word typically, or typical. And player two scores typically vary more than player one scores. And there's our word that goes with our measure of variability, the word vary. So go back and change your answers if you think you have to.